I looked like a Debbie to you?
Back in the 60s, ethnic good looks weren't always embraced.
Talk about not your typical beauty, because at the time Raquel was very sensuous and voluptuous and dark-skinned, where, you know, most of the women were very proper, very American-looking.
In 1965, Raquel was approached to star in a remake of a classic 1940 caveman and dinosaur movie called 1 Million Years BC.
I really didn't want to be in a dinosaur movie. I just felt like, my career is never going to lift off if I do stuff like this.
Let's just say Raquel would make a lousy fortune teller. Appearing in a torn leather and doe-skin two-piece that barely contained her bountiful bosom, Raquel's character Luana became an instant classic.
You obviously know God's a man. I mean, even back then, he was making bathing suits for us to look at like that.
I think that probably spurred man to start walking out. Homo erectus, that's how he got his name.
The photos were so smoldering, Fox released production stills before the movie was even finished.
People were making a big fuss over these shots of me. Got off the plane, and there was like paparazzi, like wall to wall, like Raquel. I was like, do they know who I am?
The movie was a box office smash. The audience didn't seem to mind that Raquel uttered only 4 words in the film. Or perhaps they didn't notice.
Me? That was like my big moment,
Raquel's exotic beauty was undeniable. Still, her unique appeal was a far cry from the bombshells of the 1950s.
Sexuality can give you a certain power. This bathing suit certainly says power. It says, I went out and I killed an animal, and now I'm wearing it.
That was kind of a little more rough and ready. It was more kind of athletic. It was the 60s, and so there was a lot of upheaval and change.
She's showing it all,
Artemis.
and she's primal.
She definitely gave Tarzan away for his money.
She is just amazing looking, isn't she? A million years before Christ, women look like that? What have we done? Our nutrition, our fitness, it's all wrong.
After the movie came out, there was no turning back for Raquel.
The poster shot started to come out, and I became this overnight international sex symbol.
Not many people remember that film, but pretty much everyone knows that image of her on the poster.
Wherever I go, people come up to me, even now, and say, my father has your poster. So it's like, still out there after all these years.
My dad still has this little black and white picture of her, like, in the bikini that's signed. So, I mean, forever, that image is ingrained in my father's skull.
I do think that without it, I would never have the other opportunities that I've had.
Welch enjoyed a long and successful acting career, but she'll always be remembered for that little animal skin ensemble that set the 60s on fire. She starred as a dream girl. She won a booty load of Grammys. And she got her shag on with Austin Powers. She's memorable swimsuit moment number 7. Beyonce on the cover of Sports